राधे राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद सब गाइए
राधे 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 गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद राधे राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे राधे गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद राधे राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद
कृष्ण मुकुंद
कृष्ण मुकुंद
बाल गोविंद
बाल गोविंद
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदेवाय नमः। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायत पत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला। अश्वत्थाम विकर्ण घोर मकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तक केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः हरि ओम् धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किम कुर्वत सञ्जय मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किम कुर्वत सञ्जय जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री
कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण
जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किम कुर्वत सञ्जय
जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण जय हरे कृष्ण
मामका kurvat Sanjaya.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna.
Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samvetayutsavaha.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna.
Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samvetayutsavaha.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna.
Mamaka pandava shaiva kim kurvat Sanjaya. Mamaka pandava shaiva kim kurvat Sanjaya.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna.
Krishna Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna,
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna,
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna.
Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki. Okay, let me welcome all of you to this satsang tonight and to tell you what we are doing, and then we'll continue from there. Huh? So, exactly what we are doing. Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters, and if you add up all the verses of the 18 chapters, you will get 700 verses. So, it is not a very big text in Hindu terms because we have way bigger scriptures, you know. It's a very small text. 700 verses in Hinduism is nothing. That's like peanuts. So, we are doing now 108 nights yajna. Now, last time when I came to this temple, I was doing 108 nights Ramayana in the whole Caribbean. So many countries, all these various countries I had gone to, including Guyana. I think Guyana had gotten the most nights. So anyway, 108 nights Ramayana. But in 108 nights, we cannot finish the Ramayana, actually. That was too short. You need like 1 year. Because Ramayana is big. But Bhagavad Gita is much smaller. So we are finishing the whole Bhagavad Gita now. All 700 verses in this 108 nights. So every night, if we do an average of 6 verses, 6.5 verses, we'll finish in this 108 nights. So that is first thing. 108 nights Gita Yajna. And now where are we doing it? 108 temples in Guyana. So last night we were in Timeri. And tonight we are in Land of Plenty. But we don't have plenty more days left. Because this is night number 68. This is night number 68 already tonight. So we have about 20 days here in Essequibo. And then we'll go back to West Coast and we'll finish. On the 3rd of May, we have a grand finale, big program in Georgetown, in the Gandhi Youth Cricket Ground. For those of you who know, 3rd of May at 5 p.m. I'll tell more about that at the end. Okay. So now, this is what we are doing, night number 68 of 108 nights in Land of Plenty. Alright. So, how we do it is, I'll try to sing usually. I mean, this is the first time you will hear anywhere, that anybody is singing Bhagavad Gita with music. So we have tried to put some music to it. Because in Trinidad and in Guyana, we love music. What to say? In Bharat Desh, where they are doing Gita Yajna, I'll tell you how it goes. Let me chant it and you will see. It will go like this. Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Hrishikesha Tava Prakirtya Jagat Prahishyatyanurajyate Cha Rakshansi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sanghaha. It will go like that when they're chanting there. So in Trinidad and Guyana, we feel nothing too boring, man. So we put a little music to it, right? So, and people from Bharat, They may laugh at us also, but let them laugh. We will still sing. Huh? So, okay, we'll try to sing it now with some music. And then when I sing the first verse, I'll tell you where exactly this story has reached. Okay. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna,
Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Sthane Hrishikesha Tava Prakritya.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jagat Prahreshyatyanurajyate cha. Jai Shri Krishna,
Mukunda Krishna.
Rakshansi bhitani disho dravanti. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Sarve namasyanti cha siddha sanghaha. Jai Shri Krishna,
Mukunda Krishna.
Kasmacha tena nanamiran mahatman. Jai Shri Krishna,
Mukunda Krishna.
Kasmacha tena namiran mahatman. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Gariyase Brahma nopyadi kartre. Jai Shri Krishna,
Mukunda Krishna.
Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Tamaksharam sada sattatparam yat. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Okay, so I will tell you first. In the scriptures, there is something called, 2 times it happens in Ramayana, and 1 time it happens here in this Bhagavad Gita, Virat Roop Darshan. Now, what is Virat Roop Darshan? It is this. See this whole universe here, which in front of us. This will come just now again. It came before, so I'm just telling you. The whole universe is nothing but a manifestation of Paramatma only. You know, just like we have clay in the potter's shop. The clay is manifested as dog, the clay is manifested as elephant, the clay is manifested as pot, as spoon, everything made from clay. Well, this universe is made from Paramatma. Satchitanand Paramatma, Bhagavan. This universe is made from him only. Siya Ram mein sab jagat jani. Ek Brahma, Vyapak, Ek Brahma Avinasi, Tulsidasi, right? That one Brahma Paramatma is Vyapak. Vyapak means pervades everything. So it is just Paramatma in the form of microphone, Paramatma in the form of building, temple, Paramatma in the form of the Murti, Paramatma in the form of you and me and all the things in the universe, right? And you don't have to worry about, when people from other religions, when they ask that question and all that kind of thing, there's very simple answers. They'll ask, oh, so your Paramatma is evil also, because if you say Paramatma is everything, Bhagavan is everything, but you have evil, wicked drug pushers and murderers and all kind of, so Paramatma is them also. Let's see how, let me just tell you a little thing. Example, You take a clump of clay like this, right? Clump of clay. You break it in half. And with half of the clay, you make a murti of Ram. And the other half of the clay, you make a murti of Ravan. Okay? So now when you look, you see one beautiful Ram here. And you see Dashamukh, Ravan here, evil fellow. When you are looking from... But if you think deeper, you see from the name and form, Ram is name, Ravan is name. Ram is form here, blue color and all of that sort of thing. And Ravan 10-headed, is one-headed, 10-headed, like that. So that's name and form. But if you look deeper, beyond the name and form, what do you see? Clay. Right? Because the same clay went into making Ram, and same clay went into making Ravan. Now, is that clay divine and evil? No, the clay came from the same clump. The clay doesn't become divine or evil or any such thing. The clay is as it was before, right? The nama rupa, all the things manifesting on the clay, that thing is divine or evil, not the clay. So in the same way, the clay of this whole universe is Paramatma. And from that Paramatma, you have nama rupa of good and you have nama rupa of evil. Name and form of good and evil. But it's fundamental material, like that. So now, that fundamental material is what has made up this whole universe. Now, in this manifested universe, we see things which we call as good and things benevolent and things which are compassionate. And then we see also in the same universe things which are evil and which are corrupt and things which are cruel and things which are terrifying and all that, right? Same world. Right. So that Paramatma manifested as both, he gives to Arjuna in this Bhagavad Gita something called as Virat Roop Darshana. What is that now? He makes Arjuna see this whole universe inside of him. He gives Arjuna what's called Divya Chakshu. Divyam Dadamite Chakshu. He tells in the beginning of this chapter, I give you divine eyes. Now you see. And Arjuna is now seeing this whole universe existing in Paramatma. Now with our materialistic worldly eyes, we cannot see this universe existing in Paramatma. What we see, oh, this object and this object, and when we see another one like this, this one is more beautiful, this one is ugly, I don't want this one. No, I want this one. So we see all the worldly things separate, unconnected, unrelated, and all of that with our eyes. But now with these divine eyes, Arjuna begins to see, and I told you it's called Virat Roop Darshan. This happens 2 times in Ramayana. Kausalya Maya had from Bhagavan Shri Ram, and Kak Bhushundi also had from Bhagavan Shri Ram. So now Arjuna is having this Virat Roop. He's seeing now the whole universe inside the body of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Every single thing. Now, in that universe, I just told you, there will be nice things and there will be ugly things also, isn't it? There will be good things and evil things. Because that is the way the universe is made up. In every atom, there will be positive and negative. Oh, that is what the atom is made up like. And it cannot function if it is not like that. It has to have positive and negative to function. So, part of what Arjuna saw in Paramatma, in Bhagavan Shri Krishna now, is what we call, here the word which is used in the 11th chapter, which we are doing, is called the Ugra, cruel form. These 2 Sanskrit words, Bhagavan Shankaracharya gives the word cruel, means cruel. Ugra means terrible, terrifying, the part which we don't like. Right? Because if you just witness a murder there, you like? You don't like. They're terrifying. You get terrified also. Because the murderer who murdered that fellow might come for you now. You see? So there's a terrifying part of the world. So Arjuna is seeing that terrifying part also. And in that terrifying part, he sees Bhagavan crushing all his Kauravas on the other side. He chewing their head to powder. Chewing their head to powder. Like that. And some of them sticking between his teeth and all that. Terrible form, that side of Bhagavan he is seeing also. So now, other questions which come up there, people ask, so Bhagavan manifests us both. Yes. So why don't I just follow this path? You are most welcome and free to follow that path. But you know that people who choose to do the wrong thing, right? To follow the wrong path. Every long rope has an Ravan came to an end or not? Hiranyakashipu came to an end or not? Hiranyaksha came to an end or not? You see? They may do this, do that, but sooner or later. And Vibhishan, who was such a nice fellow, he got the kingdom. The brother of Ravan. He got all the wealth and he got all the comforts and he got everything. And he got to be a devotee of Bhagavan Ram. So anybody can do that side also. No, and I was telling in one of the previous temples, look here. If there are two parts, right? Now Guyana is developing so fast. So everywhere they are putting nice concrete sidewalks and everything, right? So if there is a nice concrete sidewalk here, and next to the nice concrete sidewalk, there is a mud track. Which one you will walk in? If there is no concrete sidewalk, you will have to walk in the mud track, right? But if there is next to the concrete mud track, they have built a nice concrete sidewalk. You will not walk on the sidewalk. But I'm saying in Shastras, in Hindu Shastras, the freedom is still given for us to walk in the mud track if you want. That is not taken away. But then you will get mud on your clothes, isn't it? You will get mud on your feet. You will get many things. So, the Shastras give this two sides of Bhagwan and you have a choice. We have a choice which side to choose. Now, after Arjuna saw that terrible side of Bhagwan also, because Bhagwan, and that is wonderful thing about Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma does not just teach that this world is only on one side and God is on this side, and then on that side you have a next fella, he named Satan and all that kind of. We don't teach them thing. There's no such thing. In your mind, Tulsidas ji writes, last night we were chanting also, what he tells. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Sumati Kumati Sab, Sumati Kumati Sab ke ur rahai. Nath Puran Nigamas kahai. Shri Ram
Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Jahan sumati taha sampati nana.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Jahan kumati taha vipati nidana.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram
Jaya Jaya Ram. Syavara Ramachandra ki jai. So Tulsidas is writing very nicely, and this is this teaching which runs like a thread throughout the whole Hindu Shastras, all the Shastra scriptures. What is that? In everybody's mind, there is Sabke Urrahin. Everybody's my heart inside, there is Sumati and Kumati. We have an equal propensity to go this side or to go that. You have a choice or not? Yes, we all have a choice. We can choose this side or we can choose that side. Jaha Sumati. But who chooses the correct side? Jaha Sumati. Taha Sampati Nana. All prosperity and all evolution and all good things will come to that person. And Jaha Kumati. Taha Bipati Nidana. All disaster, calamity, all trouble only for that fellow. Like Ravan. One trouble after the next. You see, in the interchange with Bhagwan Ram, how he lost his young son, then he lost his brother, then he lost his next son, and after him no more son to lose, then one arm by one arm, one head by one head, and then all the head, and even till today we still burn him down. Correct? Vipati nidana, all things. So like that, we all have the equal propensity to go this side or to go that side. And the one who chooses the right side, everything goes well for that person. What is the human weakness? The human weakness, we choose the wrong side, but we want the result of the right side. We choose the wrong side, but we want the result that you get on this side. That cannot happen, you see. It doesn't work like that. So anyway, this Virat Rup Darshan is being shown, and Arjuna is seeing now that other side of Bhagwan, which none of us think it is there. He's seeing, and when he sees it, he gets scared. And he says, Prabhu, oh my God, I don't know who you are, what exactly you are. Huh? I did not know that you had such a side of you also. Because if Bhagwan has manifested as life in this world, who will manifest as death? Well, it has to be Bhagwan only, isn't it? There's only one Bhagwan who is manifesting in the universe. If he is manifested as life and compassion and goodness and all that on this side, who will manifest as the other side? That is why it is the same energy field that has manifested as electron, protons and neutrons. Same energy field in the atom. Positive, negative and neutral. Madhyastha, Dveshya, Bandhu. So anyway, now Arjuna sees that other side and he gets scared and he tells Prabhu, Bhagwan, you take this away. Better you take this because I really don't understand. Meaning to say, please be compassionate to me. Like that, he says. Prasida, be compassionate. I really did not understand and tell me who you are. And Bhagwan tells, I am Mahakal. Kal is a death to everything in this world. Like that. And at the same time, he is life to everything in this world. He tells, I am Kalosmi. I am Kal itself, death itself. And now, Arjuna, in these verses which we chanted, he starts praising Bhagwan. Sthane Hrishi, when he realized that his ordinary friend, who he had thought to be his friend until now, he realized this friend is really the Lord of the whole universe. Sthane Hrishikesha. Oh, Hrishikesha. Hrishikesha is name for Bhagwan Shri Krishna, means one with curly hair. Bhagwan had some curly hair. Hrishikesha also means the Lord and Master of the senses. All these sense organs, the one who is the master of the senses. This is generally not us. Generally not us. Because when the eyes say, I want to see that, then we turn that side. When the ears say, I want to listen to chutney, then we turn that side. Then when the tongue says, I want to eat KFC, then we go there. So the tongue, the eye, the ear, the skin, and the skin say, I want nice soft silk pillow, Silk pillow. So all the five senses, we are not masters. So we are not Hrishikesha. But Hrishikesha means he who is the master of these senses. So Arjuna addresses Bhagwan Shri Krishna as Hrishikesha. Sthane means a proper, fitting, meet. That Tava Prakirtyaha, that you are praised by all beings in this world. Because if you are the one and only substratum, the master of this whole universe, then who else will we praise? So it is fitting and proper that the whole world praises you. Jagat Prashyat Anurajyatecha. The whole world gets joy and delight in praising you. Who else is praiseworthy in this world? Rakshansi bhitani disho dravanti. And it is also fitting that all the Rakshasas and all the wicked people, they are scared of you. Rakshasas are always scared of everything actually. Crooks and criminals and thieves and all. You see how they block up their houses and put burglar, what do you call that? Razor wire and all sorts of. How they are scared all the time. Scared. They may appear to be big and bully, but they are Scared, always looking over their shoulder. Okay, we have enough money. If this one come, we'll have enough money to bribe him. If that one comes, we'll have enough money to bribe him. And they're always scared that one will come. Like that. So all the he says, Rakshansi bhitani disho dravanti. All they are running in all directions, scared of you. All the evil fellows. Sarve namasyanti cha siddha sanghaha. Sanghaha means all the siddhas. They are all praising you, doing namaste to you, namaskar, prostrations to you and all that. Arjuna is seeing all this. Kasmat chate naname ran mahatman. Oh Mahatman, see how many names Arjuna is calling Bhagwan. Just now we call him Rishikesha. Rishikesha. Now he's calling him Mahatma. Mahatman, the great Atma of this universe. Why would they not bow to you? Why would they not prostrate to you? Gariyase, you supersede all beings in this world. Brahmanopyadikartre. And the Adikarta, who is Brahmaji, you surpass him also. Brahmaji is the one who starts manifesting this whole universe. Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa. Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa. 3 names in one row. Ananta means infinite. Oh, infinite. Oh, Devesha, the Isha, Lord of all the Devas. And Jagannivasa, the one in whom all the whole universe sleeps. The whole universe rests in Bhagwan only. All names and forms. In the potter's shop, in the fellow who does the clay pottery, every single name there rests in clay only. Name and form. Like that, every name and form in this universe rests in this great Paramatma. Tamaksharam sadasattat paramyat. You are the Akshara, imperishable reality. Sat and Asat at the same time. Here Sat and Asat means manifest and unmanifest at the same time. Like that, he continues now. Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna. Sab gaiye. Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna.
Tvamadi Deva Purusha Purana.
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna.
Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam.
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna.
Vettasi Vedyam cha Param cha Dhama.
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna.
Dvayatatam Vishwam Anantarupam.
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna.
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 Jai Shri Krishna
Mukunda Krishna. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Tum Adi Deva. So Adi word is that which precedes. Bhagwan is he who precedes both in time as well as in space. Now what is the meaning of precedes in time and space? See, if you have the clay pot, right? The clay has to exist before the pot exists, isn't it? So that precedes in time. In time, it precedes. The clay precedes. At the same time, in terms of the reality of both of them, and I'm telling this is connected to space. In terms of the reality of both of them, the clay again precedes. Meaning to say, one of them is dependent and one of them is independent. The clay and the pot. So you could have clay without pot. But can you have pot without clay? You see, that you cannot have. So one is what we call as dependent, and one is called as independent. So the one which is independent, that one precedes in terms of space. That will remain in space all the time, and the other one is contingent. It will come or go. If this fellow is not dependent on, clay will always be there. Like that. So it is, this fellow, this clay now is called as Adi. First in time of space and first in time of time, in terms of time. First altogether. So now Arjuna is calling him, Bhagavan, Tvam Adi. You are the one who is first. You precede in terms of space and time. And if you are not there, nothing is there. And only if you are there, everything is. It's amazing how these Sanskrit words and all. This is one small word, you know. Adi. This word has 2 syllables. 2 syllables. Adi. But it's amazing how they are packed with so much meaning. And Tvam means you. Purusha Purana. And you are the ancient being. Means you have always. Purana means that which has always been there. It is so old. It is old, older than the oldest old. Purana means no matter how far you go back, Bhagavan was there. And you go back that much again, Bhagavan was there. Beyond our mind, we cannot think how, because that's called beginningless. Beginningless. Bhagavan is always there. And Purusha. Purusha means he who pervades everything. He who fills everything. He's the one. Now I just want to tell you again, if you just think about the clay pot, right? When you touch clay pot like this, are you touching clay or are you touching pot? Clay only. There is no such thing as pot there. Really. It's all clay only. Anything you touch there is only clay. It means the clay fills the pot. That is it. This is the meaning of Purusha. One meaning here. The clay fills every iota of that pot. Because if you touch there, all you are touching is clay. So Bhagavan is called Purusha for that. In this world, anything I am touching Bhagavan only. Only thing is, because I told you now, we have the wrong eyes. Our eyes are not divine eyes. Our eyes are just worldly eyes. And that is why the Shastras, the scriptures are there for us to study very nicely and contemplate, ruminate, ponder, reflect, meditate. And when we do that, these eyes become divine eyes. Then wherever we look, but like Tulsidas ji, Siya Ram mein sab jag jani, karau pranam jori jog pani.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. See, Tulsidas ji was an orphan. He was living on the street. He was living on the street. And a street urchin, a beggar, could become Tulsidas. And his eyes could become so divine. He can, when he looks now, this choppa, he says, Siya Ram mein sab jagat jani. I see Ram in everything. So from a beggar on the street, one can become Tulsidas and get divine eyes. As Bhagavan gave divine eyes to Arjuna because he is his friend, to show him this and all. And there were of many more reasons, and not just because he's friend. There are more reasons there. Because Arjuna's fighting was necessary to save Sanatan Dharma from our worldly standpoint. So Arjuna has to fight and set the example for all of humanity. You can't just sit down and say, no, Bhagavan will come and he'll do everything. He'll come and do everything. That jiva will never evolve. He will never become spiritual if he thinks like that. So Bhagavan has to use Arjuna to set the example for all human beings. Anyway, so now, the one that fills the whole universe is that Paramatma, and here is called Purusha, and Arjuna could not see before, but when he gave the divine eyes, he's seeing Bhagavan filling the whole universe. Just now he himself will tell. And we also can have this divine eyes if we follow the scriptures properly. Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. You are the supreme abode of this whole universe. The whole universe takes refuge in you. If you are not there, if we pull away Bhagavan from this universe, nothing remains. The universe disappears, vanishes into nothing. So you are the Param Nidhanam, the supreme abode of the whole universe, supreme refuge of the whole universe. Vetasi Vedyam cha Param cha Dhama. You are Veta. You are the one who knows everything. And you are also Vedyam. You are the one to be known. And if you see these two words, I'll tell you. Please see these two words and how it applies to our Jiva. Jiva means you and I, ordinary being, right? What Arjuna is telling about Bhagavan? Bhagavan is Veta. He is the one who knows everything. Okay? Second, he calls them Vedyam. You are the one to be known. He is the one to be known. And you know what this Jiva does? This Jiva is the one who feels he knows everything. This Jiva is the most ignorant, but he feels he knows everything. Second, this Jiva feels, I am the one to be known. That's why he's always looking for some notice. He's always looking for some attention. He's always looking for some name and for some fame. And that one should praise me. And I should get this award. And my name should come in that paper. And all this Jiva goes on looking for. So Bhagavan is the one to be known. And this Jiva feels he is the one to be known. And Bhagavan is the one who knows everything. And like Ravan. Oh, Bapre. This quality is there. The one who feels that he knows everything, that is Ravan quality. Several times in Ramayana, Ravan rebuked all of those who questioned his knowledge. In other words, he felt he knew everything. And the Jiva is like that. See, Tulsidas tells about this Jiva. Syavara Ramachandra ki jai. Now see, two nice words are coming in this verse. Bhagavan is Veta. He is the one who knows everything. And Bhagavan is the one who is Vedyam. He is the one who ought to be known. And I am the opposite. I know nothing. And if you know me, if anybody knows me, what you will get? Nothing. And if you know Paramatma, you will get blessings. Correct or not? So, he is the one to be known, and the Jiva usurps these two things from Bhagavan. The Jiva thinks he knows everything, and he thinks, I am the one to be known. And when he gets his name comes in newspaper, quickly he goes and he shows everybody, look. One fellow, he came from the Ministry of Agriculture, Health Department, Ministry of Agriculture. He came to a farmer in the village here. Came to the farmer and he told the farmer, the ministry has sent me to check your animals here to make sure none of your animals have any diseases or because it will spread to all your other farms, you know. So the farmer said, okay, go and check. You are the authority, what I'll do. You go and check. He said, but you see that white barn over there, little pen over there, white one? Don't check there. Don't check in that one. So the supervise the man. He immediately got suspicious, maybe he has. So he pulled out his badge. You see this badge? This badge gives me authority to check wherever I want. You can't tell me where to check. I will check where I want. Okay, theek hai. What to do? You are the boss. So he goes straight to that barn first. Because the man told him, don't check in that barn. He goes straight to that barn only. When he went there, the farmer had one big, tough, ugly bull with long horn like this. So the bull took off behind him. The bull took off behind him. He started running and bawling for his life. And screamed out to the farmer, oh God, stop the bull, stop the bull. Then the farmer screamed out, you show him your badge, show him your badge. Then just now you said that badge gave you all authority. What do you do now? This jiva, always like this. So he feels he is the boss. Everybody should know. What's such wonderful words in Bhagavad Gita? Anyway, Param Chathama, and you are the supreme abode. Let me tell you something. Bali ran Sugriv everywhere in this world. Bali chased Sugriv everywhere in this world to kill him. If you study Valmiki Ramayana, you will see. Right? And Sugriv ran the whole world. That means Sugriv came to Gesiquibo also. Here also. Anyway, but after running everywhere, Sugriv had to return right back to Kishkinda. And under Kishkinda, there was a hill called Rishyamukh Parvat. Rishyamukh Parvat. And there, Bali had a shrap. He could not go on that hill. If he went on a hill, a rishi had given him a shrap, he'll die. So Sugriv he started in Kishkinda and he ran the whole world. And where he found peace? Right where he started. So he was a Rishyamukh Parvata near Raya. We saw in the beginning of Kishkinda Kand, you will see this. Bhagavan came close to the Kishkinda Kand and that whole story unfolds. He was staying on Rishyamukh Parvat. So now, the idea is, I run here, run there, run everywhere, but until I come home to Om, I will never ever find peace. And home to Om means right inside. Inside we'll find the supreme abode of Paramatma. He's called as Param Nithanam. Finally, the resting place for every jiva to find absolute peace is in that Paramatma, who is to be found inside. And we run here, run there, run everywhere, think I will find this, I'll find that, I'll find the other thing. And when we go there, hollow, nothing is there. So he's called a Param Nitha, Param Chathama, Param Dhamam, Tvaya Tatam Vishwam Ananta Rupam. And you pervade every iota, every name and form of this. Rupa word is given here. Where Rupa word is given, it is also included Nama Rupa, not only Rupa. Name and form. You cannot have a name without a form, and you cannot have a form without a name. Even if you don't know the name for this thing, right? The proper name. What you call it? Thing. Isn't it? Thing. We don't know the name, but you still call it by some name. So the other person will know what you are talking about. Give me that thing. And you give a point like that. So anything that we don't know the name, we call it thing. And that's why when people ask, is it a thing? They ask, is it a thing? So Bhagwan is the one who pervades. He says, no. Tvaya tatam vishwamidam vishwam ananta rupam. You pervade the ananta rupa, means the infinite forms. And there's another thing. Ananta word is coming here. And Ananta word comes in the whole scriptures. There is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Everywhere this Ananta word comes. What does it mean? Ananta means infinite. Infinite. So how many forms are there? Now this is one form. This thing is one form of microphone. The microphone stand, the microphone cord. Everything has its own form. How many forms are there in the universe? Ananta. Ananta means infinite. And if you think you have seen all the forms, nobody in the universe has seen all the forms. Tulsidas writes about this Ananta. कथा विस्तार ओ राम अमित कथा विस्तार सुनी आचरज न मानी हही जिनके विमल विचार सिया
रामचंद्र की जय शरणम पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय Ananta word is coming here, and this doha from Ramayana is very famous doha. And if Chanamma is listening in Bhuvis, this is her favorite doha. Rama Ananta Guna. Bhagwan is infinite are his gunas and traits and qualities and manifestations and everything. Infinite. Suni Acharaja Namani Hai. Means anybody who hears this, he should not be surprised. We should not be surprised because we are talking about in Paramatma, no? But the one who is not surprised is the one who is Jinike Bimala Vichar, whose mind is pure. You see, when an impure person hears about Bhagwan, he says, what Bhagwan? You know, he causes trouble only. But when a pure-minded person hears about Bhagwan, he is never amazed. Oh yes, that is my Prabhu. What is to be amazed about that? He could do anything. He is of infinite forms, infinite rupa. And it is that one Lord who pervades the whole universe like that. Huh? Then Arjuna continues. Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna Jai Shri Krishna
Mukunda Krishna
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna Jai Shri Krishna
Mukunda Krishna
Vayuryamo Nirvaruna Shashagaha
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna
Prajapate Swam Prapitamahasha
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna
Namo Namaste Sthurasrakritvaha
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna
Namo Namaste Sahasrakritvaha
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna
Punascha Bhuyopi Namo Namaste
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna
Jai Shri Krishna Mukunda Krishna
Jai Shri Krishna
Mukunda Krishna Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai Vayuryam Ognir Varuna Shashankaha Prajapatistam Prapitamahascha. You are Arjuna is oh, I never knew this. All these years we have been friends and this and that. But you are yourself Vayu. Vayu means the wind. Yama. He is himself Yama. Bhagwan himself is Yama. Yama means the Lord of Death. Lord of Death. Lord of Death never makes a mistake. Huh? Lord of Death never makes a mistake. If he comes to the village, he will not by mistake take, twin brothers, both of them resemble. Twin brothers, both of them resemble. Identical twins. And they wear the same clothes also. Same clothes and everything. Yamaraj does not make mistake. He comes for the one who is supposed to go. And if you try to trick him, you know a nice story about the little bird who Yamaraj smiled on. Yamaraj and Yudhishthir, they are walking like this. And a little bird was sitting on a branch here. So Yamaraj looked at the little bird and he gave a big smile. So if the Lord of Death smiles on you, If the Lord of Death smiles on you, you know what is happening. So the little bird became scared. So immediately he summoned Garud. Garud is the king of birds. He summoned the king. And the little bird was shaking. So he told Garud, just now Yamraj passed here and he smiled on me. I am in real trouble. And you are the king. You have to save me from this trouble. I want you to take me from here and take me across the 7 seas and leave me there. Take me across the 7 seas and leave me there. And Garud, it is said in the Puranas, Garud is faster than light. So Garud took this little bird on his back, and in the flash of light he was across on the 7 seas. Across the 7 seas. And Garud came back here in flash of light also. And Garud continued listening to the conversation between Yamraj and Yudhishthir. They were talking. So Yudhishthir asked Yamraj, "Arey man, why you looked at that poor little bird and you smiled on him? You scared the life out of the poor fellow." Well, no, almost. Almost. Huh? You scared him so much, he was trembling. Why you looked at him and smiled? Yamraj said, no, it is not like that. I saw him sitting on this branch and I realized that he has to die in 2 minutes. But he has to die across the 7 seas. I was wondering how he'll reach there. So Yamraj does not make mistake. Arjuna is telling to Bhagavan, you yourself are Yamraj. Vayu, Yamaha, Agni, you yourself Agni. All the devatas means to say. Varuna, the lord of all the waters. Shashanka, the moon. Shashanka literally means the one that has a rabbit stamped on it. Shashanka. Shashanka means rabbit stamped, like. Because in the old days, people imagine all sorts of things on the moon, People say there's a woman on the moon. People say there's a rabbit on the moon. Like that. So that is means Shashanka. You are the moon. Prajapati Stram. You are Prajapati. Bhagavan Brahmaji himself. And then Prapitamahascha. You are the greater than greatest grandfather also. Because eventually, no matter how far you go back, all of us came from Bhagavan only, isn't it? So that is what that symbolically means. Huh? Namo namaste to, again and again, salutations to you. Sahasra kritvaha. Countless, thousands of times, salutations to you. Arjuna is beside himself with fear, with joy, with confusion, with gratitude, with everything. With surrender, everything in his mind at the same time. So, 1,000, 1,000,000 salutations to you. Punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. This is plural multiplied by plural. Again and again, salutations to you. I told you now, whenever there is any confusion in the mind, whenever there is anything bothering the mind, the best thing to go and surrender before Bhagavan. Nothing like surrender. Surrender is the best. And as Bhagavan told yesterday also, the day before. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachin. You just surrender and become an instrument in my hand. Let me do the work. Surrender. Like that. And he continues in the same vein, telling Bhagavan, Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Nama Purasta Tata Preshtatasthe.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Namostu te sarva tas sarva eva. Jai Shri Krishna,
Mukunda Krishna.
Ananta Viryamit Vikramastam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Sarvam samapnoshi yatosi sarvaha.
Jai
Krishna. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Namaha Purastat Atha Prishtataste Namahate. Salutations to you from the front, salutations to you from the back. Namo Namaste Sarvataeva. Salutations to you from all sides. Arjuna just gets into this mood now. And I told you, no, the best thing when we are in trouble in this world, because sansar will present trouble from birth till that one trouble after the next. Don't ever feel troubles will stop. Many people feel when I retire, all trouble done. All trouble will finish. People feel that, I tell you, in this world is a very complex world, and human beings are just deluded thinking this will happen and that will happen, and none of that ever happened. There's half of the people think when I get married, all trouble will done. And the other half thinking when I get divorced, all trouble will done, and no trouble ever done. No? Don't ever think such thing. So, one trouble after the next. And the best thing is when we find ourselves in trouble, all jivas should be thinking about surrendering to Bhagavan. There is no such thing in this world as surrender to Paramatma. So Arjuna now from front, from all sides, Namaste, Namaha, prostrations, salutations to you, Sarvataeva. And then this verse has one of my favorite verses in Bhagavad Gita, in very simple language. Arjuna calls Bhagavan, and nowhere else you will see this. I have not come across so far. Bhagavatam, I think I saw once. Where is there? What it says? He calls Bhagavan Sarva. Arjuna calls Bhagavan Sarva. What is the meaning of Sarva? Sarva is easy Sanskrit. It means all. Oh, all. Hey, all. Oh, my dear, all. How are you? All. You ever call somebody all? We never called anybody all. But Arjuna is calling Bhagavan all. Meaning, how simple? Bhagavan is every single thing in this universe. He is all, actually. And there is no second thing. Ekam Sat. There is only one. Ekam eva dvitiyam nana asti kinchana. Upanishad and all very nicely tell. There is no second thing in this world. There is only one Bhagavan who is all. He is everything. So Arjuna calls him all. Anantaviryam, of infinite power. Bhagavan, you are. He calls, now, in other words, who is running this universe? You or me? We can't run, I tell you, we can't run our car good. We can't run our home good. When we run the car, we come back 2 days, oil leaking. Right? Then we hear some squeak going on. We don't know what the squeak is, where the squeak is coming from. Then next day we hear some vibration. Then one day we see 2 lights come on in the dashboard. We don't know what. We don't know anything about. So we can't run the car properly also. And to run our house and run country, oh bapre. You tell me which country is running properly in this world? Tell. Everywhere you turn, corruption and kickback and backbiting and politicking and all the other things going on, isn't it? Which country is running? We can't run anything. So Bhagavan is the one who is of infinite power, and he is making this whole universe turn. Everything in this universe is happening. And in the beginning, not yesterday, the day before, when he told Arjuna, Nimitta Matram Bhavasavya Sachin, he told very nice thing. My dear, you just get up and fight. Do what you are supposed to do, and you will get the credit. I myself have already removed these Kauravas. In my eyes, they are already dead. In other words, and he told also, very, very clearly, Ritepitvam, without you also, without you, these Kauravas will be removed. Because Arjuna was thinking this, thinking that, thinking that. But if Bhagavan has decided that the Kauravas will be removed, well, Bhagavan has decided the Kauravas will be removed, isn't it? Hoi hi soi jo Ram rachi rakha. Only that will happen which is determined by Ram. So the Lord has already decided that Kauravas will be removed. So he told to Arjuna, without you also they will be removed. So what you are thinking? That is the one, only the one of infinite power Ananta Virya. The one of infinite power can do like that. Ananta Virya, Amita Vikramastvam. Ananta Virya, not Virya. Ananta Virya, Amita Vikramastvam. And of infinite might. Same thing, Vikrama. Sarvam samapnoshi tatoti sarvaha. And why are you called as Sarva? Why is Bhagwan called as Sarva? All? Because Bhagwan pervades everything. And I told you, just like in the potter's shop, anything you touch, you're touching clay only. And so anything I touch in this world, I'm touching Bhagwan only. The only thing is, I don't know. It is like, for example, suppose you just heard about Trinidad doubles. Right? You just heard. You have never seen Trinidad doubles. I'm just saying. I'm sure you would have seen. But I'm just telling you. Suppose you have only heard about Trinidad doubles. And then you come to Trinidad and I give you a double and I say, now eat this. And you eat it. And then you'd say, but that was good. I said, you want a next one? Yes, have another one. You eat two. And then we go home. And I never told you that those are doubles. So then you come back and you say, oh, he gave me something to eat. That thing was good, man. So you ate the thing also and you did not know that you had eaten doubles. But many times we find ourselves like that. In this world, there are many, many instances where we experience that thing and we did not know what we experienced. You see? So in the very same way, we are all touching Bhagwan. Bhagwan is touching Bhagwan. Just I don't know. That is all. But all I know is all the worldly things, I don't know the things which are connected. How the things are connected. I see them as separate. It's just that I don't know. So you can actually experience something and not know. That is a reality of human existence. So that is what is happening. Bhagwan is the one who pervades everything. So pervades my finger, pervades this, pervades the space. So it is Paramatma, it is touching Paramatma like that. Sarvam samapnoshi tatohi sarva. This is what this means. Because you pervade everything, you are called as everything. He makes up everything. That is the idea. Okay. Now I don't know how many I finished today. I don't think I finished very much. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
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 Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Hey Krishna, hey Yadav, hey Sakheti.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Ajanata mahi manam tavedam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Maya pramadat pranayena vapi.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Yachavaha satam satkritosi.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Viharashayasana bhojaneshu.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Ekotavapya chut satyamaksham.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Ekotavapya chut satyamaksham.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Tachyamaye tvamaham aprameyam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Mukunda Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna,
Mukunda Krishna. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki. Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam. Prabhu. Now Arjuna becomes apologetic. So these two verses, apologetic. Previously, what? Surrender. Surrender. And after one has surrendered, one then realize, oh, now I've surrendered to Bhagwan, you know. But I may have done many wrong things in the past, you know. So Arjuna, now he is recollecting, oh, I did not know my friend Krishna was the Lord of the whole universe. And sometimes when he was going to sit, I pulled the chair and he fall down. Sometimes when he was eating and he turned aside, turn the other side, I pull the plate and eat the cassava ball. Whatever. So he now really remorseful and thinking, oh, all what things I have done this Lord. So these two verses is like that, and he apologizing. This is two verses of apology. All right. So these two verses of apology, we will resume here tomorrow. Now, let me see where, I'll tell you. Tomorrow night in Cottonfield, Bushlot Mandir. There's one mandir or two mandir? One. Because two in one. Yes, yes. Cottonfield, Bushlot Mandir tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Instead of 6:30, 7 p.m. Okay? And we'll resume with these two verses of apology from Arjuna. Correct? It says 7 p.m. here. Right. A very special thank you to my dear friend Pandit Ravin for having arranged this. We struck off a good friendship last time when I came here, and we have been in touch for all this time. So it's so delightful to be here again. And I never forget his exquisite musical talent. He plays everything. I don't know if there's something which he doesn't play. He must be playing Ram Leela also, I think. All right. So thank you for having us, and we are delighted to be here in this Essequibo once more. I want to also tell you, and to all the people in Essequibo, the Chinmay Mission, which is a worldwide organization, has its ashram here in Guyana now, in Manripo, just on the eastern side of Georgetown. And not only that, second thing is, two teachers have just been posted from Toronto, Canada. They are standing and they're sitting right here. Please meet them at the end of this satsanga. Devji and Jina ji were posted in our Toronto ashram. We have a big ashram in Toronto, Canada. They were posted there for 10 years. And now, because we started the ashram in Guyana, we wanted to send teachers here also. So now they're posted in Guyana formally, permanently. So you please, you utilize all their services. They teach all things from scriptures. And while coming in the car just now, we were discussing, while coming in the car, Pandit's course, where proper Sanskrit will be taught, all the stutis will be taught, all the pujas will be taught, all the suktams, Purusha Suktam and Durga Suktam and all of these things will be taught properly in proper Sanskrit intonations and all that. And this is their expertise. This is what they've been trained to do. So please utilize their services and let them contribute to Sanatan Dharma as all of you have been contributing. And so Sanatan, in the end, Sanatan Dharma will grow, and that is what we want to see. Sanatan Dharma grow, because Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. Have you heard? Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha comes in Manusmriti and comes in Mahabharata 3 times, the same verse. 3 times in Mahabharata, and in Manusmriti also it comes. It means if we protect Dharma, Dharma will protect us. Right? So this is the problem, that we have not been protecting our Dharma across the earth, everywhere, neglecting now. It deserves much more attention and protection. Those of you who have remained here and fought and struggled, you have done a super job. But remember, Sanatan Dharma is like a big growing tree. If you cut that tree in a cross section like this, right, you will see one ring, and a next ring on the outside, and a next ring on the outside, and every 2-3 years that tree goes on adding another ring. Sanatan Dharma is like that. But the more we protect it, the more rings will be added and added. So It is not something, as tree is always not stagnant, that so much activity is going on all the time. So we have to keep, even Bharat is struggling with the protection of Sanatana Dharma. Can you imagine us who are in the diaspora on the outside? Bharat is also struggling to protect Sanatana Dharma. Every day the Modi government is trying to protect Sanatana Dharma, and we're receiving so much of opposition from others. So we have to go on struggling. So they are here as official teachers in Chinmay Mission. Chinmay Mission is really a teaching organization. Our expertise is really in teaching. We don't, like for example, we don't go out and do puja, but we teach Pandits to do puja. They are teaching organization. In the proper way, everything will be taught. Huh? All right. So please utilize their services. Now next, this is a bookmark that we have printed for this occasion. 108 nights in 108 temples across Guyana, from Crabwood Creek all the way to Permaroon. So this bookmark, one has been printed for everybody. Please have one on your way out. Huh? You can keep it in a book as a souvenir for this occasion. All right. I told about tomorrow already. The conclusion I told you of this program, 3rd of May, Gandhi Youth Cricket Ground in town, and it is from 5 p.m. If you can make a trip. And those of you who cannot make it back to Essequibo, you can stay at the ashram in Monripo for the night and come after all. Everybody is welcome. All right. That's why we made it at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. by 6:30 it will be over. So people who are coming from distance have some time, but Essequibo is a little far. So you could stay at the ashram and come back the next day if you are planning to come on that side. All right. 3rd of May, 5 p.m. Okay. We will be providing dinner for everybody, and we'll be giving presents to everybody. So we want, if you could give a little indication also if you're coming, so we'll know how many people to provide dinner for, like that. Huh? Okay. Our Chinmay Mission trains its teachers at 2 places. The training takes place in Mumbai, India, or the training takes place in Trinidad in the ashram. One of these 2 places, right? Now the course is like this. The course is 2 years. You have to study every single day in that 2 years. There is absolutely no holiday, not a single day holiday in 2 years. Huh? No Diwali holiday, no Shivaratri holiday, no Christmas holiday, no Eid holiday, no nothing. No Saturday, Sunday holiday, nothing. You have to study every single day in 2 years. Then the classes start at 5:30 in the morning, first class, 5:30 a.m. Last class in the night, 8 p.m. it ends. So classes from 5:30 till 8 p.m. every day. Then, if after that 2 years you are alive still, then you can go and teach this. You can go and teach this Gita, Ramayana and everything everywhere. Now the qualification is like this, for those who want to join, and if there are no people here who want to join, you can tell others whom you might know. You have to be 30 years and under. You have to be unmarried, and you have to have a university degree. These 3 qualifications. Then the ashram will provide everything for free. You don't have to spend a single cent for anything. All right. So the course now, last one, starts on the 2nd of October. 2nd of October, next batch in Trinidad. One batch is going on in Mumbai right now. That batch will finish in January. But before that batch finishes, one batch will start in Trinidad. Okay. All right. Those are the announcements. Thank you once more for coming out to this satsang tonight, and we'll see tomorrow in Cotton Tree. Let us stand for Aarti. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita. Harihiya Kamal Viharini, Harihiya Kamal Viharini, Sundar Supunite. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Jai Bhagavad Gita. ओम जय भगवद गीते
कर्म सुमर्म प्रकाशिनी कामासक्ति हरा
मैया कामासक्ति हरा
तत्वज्ञान विकाशिनी
तत्वज्ञान विकासिनी
विद्या ब्रह्म परा
ओम जय भगवद गीते
निश्चल भक्ति विधाई निर्मल मलहारी मैया
निर्मल मलहारी
शरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी
शरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी
सब विधि सुखकारी
ओम जय भगवद गीते
राग द्वेष विदारी कारिणी मोद सदा मैया
कारिणी मोद सदा
भवभयहारिणी तारिणी
भव भयहारिणी तारिणी
परमानंद प्रदा
ओम जय भगवद गीते
आसुर भाव विनाशी नाशिनी तम रजनी मैया
नाशिनी कमरजनी
दैवी सद्गुणदायिनी
देवी सद्गुणदायिनी
हरि रसिका सजनी
ओम जय भगवद गीते
समता त्याग सिखावत हरि मुख की बानी मैया
हरि मुख की वाणी
सकल शास्त्र की स्वामिनी
सकल शास्त्र की स्वामी
श्रुतियों की रानी
ओम जय भगवद गीते
दया सुधा बरसावन मातु कृपा की जय मैया
मातु कृपा की जय
हरिपद प्रेम दान कर
हरिपद प्रेम दान कर
अपनो कर ली जय
जय भगवद गीते जय भगवद गीते मैया जय भगवद गीते हरि हिय कमल विहारिणी हरि हिय कमल विहारिणी सुंदर सुपुनीते ओम जय भगवद गीते
ओम जय भगवद गीते
ओम जय भगवद गीते
ओम जय भगवद गीते ओम जय
भगवद गीते
मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं मंगलायतनो हरि मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं मंगलायतनो हरि मंगलायतनो हरि मंगलायतनो हरि त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम।